No capybara fact for you, except that the capybara fact is in fact that there is a capybara that pretended they were blind. Mwahaha. No, we only want one fact, not multiple facts. Capybaras have a lifespan of 8 to 10 years in the wild, but can live up to 12 years in captivity because they don't move around very much and they get a lot of food. Just like me. I'm gonna live forever. Oh god, no, please no. Anyway, hi, hello everyone, welcome in, how's everyone doing? Hey Kat, hey Benny, how you doing? Oh, what were your roles, Kat? Nicely chaotic, quite a bit of passion, footwork and energy, and kind of clean. Okay. You got a lot going for you today. You're gonna have to use that to some benefit, probably, I don't know, probably should. I found out the best bit of information that I just definitely never knew, and I'm stupid for not knowing, apparently. But, did you all know that OnlyFans is a British company that is based in Essex? Cappy Bob. Yep, exactly. Well, yeah, and like anyone outside of the UK, if you know anything, like, to tell you about Essex, Essex is definitely 100% the place where OnlyFans would be started. Like, the first people who would be on OnlyFans are definitely Essex classes. So it was just kind of like, alright, cool. Well, yeah, because you see, that's sus sex. You can't be having the sus sex if you want to be earning money online. Can't be sus. But yeah, I never realised it was a British company, and I never realised that it was based in Essex when it started. I'm assuming it's just not got a local location now because of its content. It kind of feels like the sort of thing the UK government wouldn't be happy with. You know what I mean? Especially with what they're doing at the moment, with, well, what they have done and what they are doing. Anyway, let's clean something. Oh yeah, the Helter Skelter! They were sending me messages for ages, and I'm just like, until you actually ask me to do the job and pay me to do it, I'm not going to do it. But as you know, from previous correspondence, let's try that sentence again, shall we? As you know from previous correspondence, my Helter Skelter is filthy, dirty, after rolling down the entire length of Willow Creek. I don't know how a creek is big enough for something this big, but whatever. We don't need to revisit specifics. All we need to concern ourselves with is that we cannot live in a world where a Helter Skelter is being economically outperformed by a carousel. Which would you prefer to go on? A Helter Skelter or a carousel? I feel like the answer is both. Like, you don't go to the church? You don't go to the fairgrounds and only go on, like, only on a carousel or only a Helter Skelter. I feel like Helter Skelters just aren't really much of a thing these days, though, because they're just a slide with a carpet. Like, okay. Yeah, because OnlyFans doesn't have the age range. Yeah, true. Very true. Alright. We clean in. Anyone know what the achievement for the Helter Skelter is? Cluck, 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 cluck. Okay, I can't like doing this. Because you never get to do this at the fair. Clunk, 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 clunk. Hello. Can't even reach the top. Why was I God, everything else is so clean. So, this was dirty because it fell down a river. Why do I still have 5 stars at the top, right? Is it done? Whatever. So the carousel was really dirty because it was dirty. The Helter Skelter was really dirty because it went down a river. And everything else was just fine? Or did they just clean their own stuff up? They're just not lazy. Lollipop stick. Ah! Yeah? Have fairs, like, modernized at all? I know that's a kind of weird question to ask, because I don't even know what modernizing would mean for a fair, but, like, how would I put it? I don't know, have anything more interesting? Probably not, right? Because they were always bordering, like, on the borderline of trying to be as cheap as possible. Have I failed? Is the flagpole the last thing I need to do? I'm waiting. I'm frozen. You can't stop me. Wait, you have stopped me. No, nothing's been dinged. 0% clean. 99% on the flagpole. You stopped me just in time. Gotta do everything with lights first. Oh, so just anything that says, like, light on here? Like, channel lights? You defused the bomb. Yeah, you're at 0.03 of a second. Does anything else have lights? No. Okay, so we just have channel lights. Is it that? Hiya! Ah! Oh, those. Okay. I can do those. They look like Dollicanium. Remember when Dollicanium was a thing? Higher and get it from the top as well. Can I, like, stand on the light bulb? I can stand on the light bulbs! I really am some sort of weird cryptid. Because there's no way I weigh so little that I can stand on a light bulb. Remember when Doctor Who was a thing? I mean, to be fair, what they should have done, because they were planning on this current season, last season, whatever you want to call it, to be a reboot of sorts. They should have left it for, I don't know, how long was it between Old Who and New Who? I'm like the one lady from Monogatari. I've not watched any of the Gatari stuff. Mono or otherwise. Now that's just rude. There's an entire album of songs called Let It Die, and you choose to redo Frozen instead. A giant crab stole her wheat. Okay. This is fair. Okay, fair point. Fair point. But yeah, surprisingly, I haven't watched any of the, like, Baka Monogatari, you know, any of that stuff. I don't know if any of them are related to each other, or if they're just using the term, because what is it? Is it Monogatari means, like, story or something? Staples weighs 5 kilograms. Oh, okay! So I can, hence I can stand on the light. I feel like 5 kilograms might still be too much. I mean, I might be wrong, but it still feels like it'd be too much for the, like, standing on the side of a light bulb. Anyone got a light bulb? Can they drop a 5 kilogram weight onto the side of it and see if it breaks? Do my best to clean it. There we go. Huh. Maybe I don't want to watch them. If that's the case. I need to check if Season 3 of Ocean is fully dubbed yet. Because yes, I could just watch it subbed, but also, no thank you. I wonder if the Oshinoko anime is going to deviate at all from the manga now that the manga has been written. Like, and they saw the backlash it got. I wonder if they will change it, or if they won't to try and avoid backlash, to avoid the backlash from changing it. That was a really awkward angle. Can I, like... Okay, I can, like, just straight up hump my way up this thing. Whoop! Okay, we're up here now. We're up here now. You good? Yeah, okay. I made my way up here. Either way, they'll get the lash bash. Yeah, true. Ah. Ah. I'll get up this. I can... Oh god, help! I'm on the wrong side. There we go. I do not quite understand how physics work, and I don't think physics understands how they work either. Okay, that looked about right, didn't it? They'll get it if they stick to the original story because the ending was... Yeah, and anyone who's not reading then gets their first introduction to that. And, yeah, they'll get the for not... Yeah. I suppose they could curb some of that backlash by... Like, say, if they were planning on... Well, actually, no, just whichever method they choose, whether they choose to change it or not, they could just say, before they release the season, hey... This is like, hey, we're planning on being faithful, or hey, we've made changes because of whatever reason. We're making the anime, we do what we want. You know, I'm gonna get distracted and go back up top and clean that lollipop at the top before the lights, because my tiny brain abilities. The abilities of my tiny brain. That sounds like something that would be in Baldur's Gate. A tiny brain, and it's just like an illithid. It's oh, what are they called? Us. It's us. They're a tiny brain. Actually, no, they're a really big brain, aren't they? We made changes, because, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, I did watch a kind of drama video recently of a dev decided to crash out on someone who was playing their game. And when he apologized afterwards, he said, yeah, I just kind of hate my game now, so anything about it annoys me. It's just like, alright, cool. Then kill it. You don't need to, like... Yeah. I mean, I say that. I think it was on Steam, so I suppose he couldn't just kill it. Ding. I'm just so up on this. Also, when you said Monogatari first, Betty, it made me think... For some reason, my brain went straight to Danganronpa instead, and I was like, who from Danganronpa am I? But my brain was saying Monogatari. I was just thinking of Danganronpa. I'm just like, I can't think of anyone. Will you get up there? Just, you did this before. You can do it again. Okay. No. We'll get up there. I give up. I'm done. I'm just gonna put up. Okay, we can put the extender map on, can't we? Oh, the long extender map. Ooh. Okay, that's not part of the package. Cool, good to know. Okay, the extended map's probably not good at this rate. then hero. Why don't you just change back? Well, because fuck you, that's why. Also, again, how we're watching little light bulbs like this. Maybe the light bulbs are just surprisingly durable. Whee. Oh. Get me up to that point. There we go. Well, no, I didn't want to get this high. Man, after eating 5 brownies because he didn't notice it every 10 minutes. Oh, I'd put the other nose on. We're wiggling. We be wiggling. Does yourself do light bulbs? Or are you doing like a play on words based on like the company message or something? Yourself's the rabbit, right? Which is great because, you know, you slap him in, Jerks is a condom, you're correct. I'm fairly sure when I was, like, young, I said Durex instead of... Oh my god. What's the toilet roll company with the bears? Andrex? Yeah. I'm fairly sure I said Durex instead of Andrex in the middle of the conversation. I didn't remember it until later, and I was like, wait, fuck. Maybe the people I was talking to didn't know what it was. Maybe they were too old, because it's my grandmother. Yeah, it's basically that sort of thing. I like using the wiggly woo on these. Like, I'm still gonna have to go above them and shoot down, but that's fine, right? Honestly, a Freudian slip kind of sounds like some weird item of clothing. Like a shawl or something. Like a special brand of shawl. Oh, Freud. Yeah. Okay. Extendo nozzle. Ho! Hey, it worked. You shout ho, it didn't work. Oh, I'm falling. Pajama cat. We've never played Capitalism Ho on here, have we? We could play Capitalism Ho sometime. Go, Gadget Extendo Nozzle! With Wiggly Nozzle on the end! I'm not getting these fully clean. Who made this? Helter Skelter! Mr. Helter, your Skelter sucks. Also, you could have, like, an extra twist in this. Like, there's so much room between here and here. You could have another twist. Just saying. I'm just saying. Wait, is this one clean? No, it's glowing, right? That means it's not clean, but... Oh no, there we go. It did actually say channel light this time. So wait. Is it just not targeting the right thing when I look at it? Because it's saying... Here, slide support, but then it's... Ignite the light above you. Wiggle. Wiggle. Damn it. Alright, fine. I'll just keep, like, just squirting at them and hope for the best. Man in a fight for his life in a water fight. You know, I feel since mobiles became more prevalent that water fights reduced because no one wanted to ruin their phone. Also, Huey's old man confirmed. Yes, that's how I existed before everyone had a goddamn phone. Remember the good old days where you had, like, a family computer? Although I think that's more of a difference between, like, me as a gamer. Because I think a lot of places still only have a family computer because you don't need more than that, especially if you have phones for everyone. Phones for everyone! Okay, that one's clean. Alright, we're gonna have to get on the light bulbs again. Cool. Okay, we're on the bulbs. We've bulbing. Okay, moving on. I didn't think of a bad joke at all. Don't worry about it. I'm Bethel. Don't worry. Had a surprisingly good dinner as well. Pulled pork with rice. I kind of feel like pulled pork with anything is just generally good. Damn it, get on those light bulbs. Fine, we'll go on this one. Haha, haha! But yeah, I realized that when I went live today, I'm kind of like lacking on games installed for me to stream or decide on streaming. Okay, we landed. That was the song of my people, don't worry about it. Let me sing the song of my people. How is you not clean? Be clean! Thank you. How about pulled pork with donkey nostril hair? I've never tried donkey nostril hair. So it depends. I think it depends on the ratio of hair to pork. Kind of feels like that study. What was it? How much sawdust can you put into brownies before people notice it? Which I feel is the most. It's got to be one of the more hilarious things to have at a school fair, or whatever the hell those science fairs or whatever they were called. I don't know. Americans do weird things, but yeah, there's just kids one that was just like, how much can you put in before people notice? And then everyone's just like, wait, I've been accepting brownies off you for months. You don't like brownies? What about blondies? Fuck you. And your blondies. Come on, Wedge. Thank you. Another pilot from one of the Star Wars things. Wedge. Something. Anderson. Hey, Ziffer, we're currently, I don't know, defying the laws of physics and, like, wall climbing our way around this Helter Skelter. Like, when I see jobs like this in the... Oh, chat, we have scaffold. Here I am, like, licking light bulbs to be able to climb up the side of here, and I could have just put some scaffold round the side. Slap the extendo nozzle on and scaffold my way around. I mean, I'm now specifically not going to use it because I don't want to now. Is that all the lights done? Benny, you lied to me. Oh wait, these look like lights, don't they? Do the signpost lights count as lights, Benny? Also, yes, hi Zephyr, welcome in. How you doing? How you been? Anything with a light bulb. Alright. Well, these are definitely light bulbs, right? We can all agree that these are light bulbs. Kevin Bernard's Helter Skelter. I think there's someone... Oh, there is, right there, yeah. Okay. Okay. Gotta be careful not to clean anything that isn't the sign. Like, the signpost is not the sign. Sign! Anyone seen that movie? It's Aliens, right? The whole crop circle thing. Is that an M. Shyamalan movie? There we go, sign cleaned. To space we go! Even higher? I don't think we need to go any higher. What we need to do is extendo! And then, I don't know. Okay, that's definitely good. Okay, so this is all part of the top ring frame. So how about we kill ourselves, move closer. No, I'm not taking the stairs. The stairs are no fun. We are going to run around the top. And then we're gonna... yup. And then we're gonna yuck. Gorge. Straight yucking in here. Oh. Yes. Okay, I can't say Benny with an H without it being Henny, and I feel like that's something else. A good movie? You mean a good movie, right? What did I just say? I don't know, something about Gorsh. You can't ask me to repeat what I've said. I don't remember. Well, that's discrimination right there. Expecting me to remember things. Okay, we're gonna go here. Oh, that worked actually quite well. You're a criminal, Harry. Arrest him immediately. Stole a snake from a zoo. I feel like that's a crime. It's probably a crime, right? Wait, is this part of the... No, that's platform underside. Top ring frame. Ah, this is the top ring frame as well. My left pinky. Left. Which way did L go? What's wrong with my left pinky? What do we do? Little guy here. I really hope the top ring frame has a light on it. why. We don't need to paint within the lines. We're a power washer. We power and wash. Apparently I do have a power washer in the house. It's been in the garden for about 5 years, but apparently I've had it. So I will be power washing at some point this week when the sun is really high and I can blast myself with the washer whenever I'm sad. I don't think telling someone to stop being what they are is a hate crime. I think, like, committing a crime against them is a hate crime. I think it would be, by right thinking, you would have to commit a hate crime, and I'm not quite sure how it would do that. God damn it, I'm gonna commit a hate crime so bad! You're pushing me to the limit! Okay. Oh, no. Wait, yeah. Top ring frame. Railing, platform. Oh, this is the railing platform for when you need a railing. This is still the top ring frame, but then what is... This is also the top ring frame. Why is everything the top ring frame? This whole thing is one thing. Why? Like, so often they have things with so many individual parts, and then here they're like, oh, here's your top ring frame. Ring this frame. But yes, every day we get closer to a really hot end of the week, and I'm like, no, we don't want this, no. By we, I mean me. And probably the friend. Okay, how about the underside? Is that... I'm like wedged weirdly. Okay. There we go. Is this... That's still top ring frame. Everything is top ring frame. Why? Like, this is underside of the platform, but this isn't underside top ring frame. Is that too many words? Is that the problem? I think we're getting to the point in the year as well, I need to start thinking about what we're going to play in October. I know we're like 4 months away, but it's me. We're going to need those 4 months to remember to do them. Backrooms? Do we have a Backrooms game? Do we have a single player Backrooms game? Ooh. That was weird. We have 2 of them, okay. And we've got the Backshots game, okay, we could do that as well, I suppose. It'd have to be like a sub-reward or something. You know, a reward for the subs. Do any of us have Buckshot Roulette? I'm still doing the top ring, aren't I? Yes. Extendo Nozzo. Extendo Nozzo does work. the railing post where you tie people for their railings. I'm really hoping I'm not accidentally cleaning too much of something else, like it's gonna ping on the wall or something here. Yeah, Buckshot Roulette feels like one of those content games that's just not really for me, in the sense that I'm not a good enough content creator to make it a fun game to watch for my viewers. Although now that we've completed Twilight Princess, I probably should put like a... Oh, there we go. Shine on bright. On the Helter Skelter, complete the objects that have light bulbs before anything else. There we go. We did it. Thank you, Benny. But yeah, I feel like I should probably do some form of edited version of the Twilight Princess run as like a full thing, because that's like the first game I've properly finished since actually uploading things onto YouTube. So it kind of feels like it's needed. I don't know. Ow. Get the roof done. That looks like a bell. It's a bigger. Let's make it bigger. Spice up your life. What's the connection between those things I said? Doctor Who. There is no escape from Doctor Who. But yeah, I don't think I actually finished my thought what I was talking about before. But basically, yeah, they should have done a... Okay, things aren't going so well with The Who. People aren't responding well. Let's just take a step back and continue it at a later date. Instead, they decided to do the weird, where doing a soft relaunch in a way and style that people didn't want or like, and weirdly, people didn't watch. But you never know. Maybe at some point someone will convince them to restart it in a decade or so. Because I remember when Doctor Who came back, the New Who, like that was my first introduction to it, and all the old people who had watched Doctor Who back in the day really enjoyed a lot of it. Like, some of it, like, obviously, Christopher Eccleston was a very interesting choice for a Doctor. He was definitely different to what they were expecting on you, but generally, positive response. But I think a lot of long-running TV shows do come across sort of the same sort of, like, roadblocks where some people kind of just get bored of it. Why is there so much roof left to clean? Like, you can still be producing stuff at this similar standard to what you've always have, and you might just not gain any new audience, and old audience may just leave over time. That's why a break can be helpful. Of course, then you got shows, like, talk about, like, long-running TV shows. You got the soaps and stuff that never stopped and just kept going. Although, a lot of them, because of the way they cycle out characters, it's less continuous, I suppose. Fuck. My knees. Crunch. Don't worry, at least it's only 5 kilograms. Every now and then I'll, like, try and look up random shows to watch that have, like, a bunch of seasons. The problem is I've watched a lot of them already. I've either watched them or they're generally not great. How is there any roof left to clean? Wait, what's the, I'm dirty button? Oh, is that dirt? It didn't light up when I hit tab there. Get all up in the crack and maybe that'll help. Ow. There we go. Hi. Top panel, I was thinking. I'm pulling him to you. Okay. So, international bad policing? Ding, ding, ding. 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 Screw the negative stuff. We've got dings here. They give you serotonin. Release the serotonin dings. Release the thing. Ding. But yeah, I mean, stuff like that, it's hard to weigh in on things without all the details. I can, and I will. Wait, maybe I shouldn't, but I can. Fuck you, Top Door. Trogdor and his brother Top Door. But yeah, like, I can't really weigh in on it. So no details, but I'm always happy to jump in on the police duck bandwagon. So shiny. And I still have no reflection. I am still a horror creature. Why? Why have you made me into a horror creature game? I just want to wash things. I just want things to be clean. Is that too much to ask? Did I mention it on stream? That I went like super into the Bricks and Mini Big drama stuff, and I was just watching so many videos, so many videos that felt like they were a lot of them missing the point. They were just kind of regurgitating stuff, which I suppose that's content creation, and to be fair, I watched the videos, so I'm helping with that. But I don't know. The whole situation's ridiculous. Oh, we nearly fell. We nearly fell. I mean that is fair. That is the sort of thing that should be protested. Yes. Anything on the top here not clean? Y'all see any dirt? Dirt. Speed of sound. Okay. Okay, I think that's that bit done. Now we do this bit. I decided to check out a WoW private server, and it's interesting. I mean, it's basically just WoW, so it's just like, do I like, I've got my sub going, so I can just go play WoW. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Kev's getting his Helter Skelter clean now. Is he? That's hilarious. I mean, okay, whatever. Don't listen to this claptrap. That thing's been an eyesore for years. Oh, you're trying to claim that it didn't actually go down the river, it's just been dirty this whole time, but everything else hasn't been super clean? I mean, that's possible. I mean, I don't really need to care. I don't really need to really know why a thing is dirty, just that I need to power wash it. I must clean. I see dirt, I must clean. I'm like a man with a hammer who sees a nail. But instead, I'm a man with a power washer who sees dirt. I checked out WoW's privates, yes. And don't forget, like, private was the first title that most people in early WoW games get. Because I think it's get one honor, and you get the private title. And you can get that, like, accidentally very easily. I suppose with modern WoW, retail WoW, whatever you want to call it, instead of classic WoW, it would be Jenkins. Can't even remember how you get Jenkins, but everyone seems to have that title. Yeah. I mean, they might do something if they see a benefit to putting the attention on that situation instead of another situation. Like, that seems to be the current state of a lot of politics stuff, is something will get a lot of support from the government if it's a good distraction. Kill many whelps. Is kill many whelps just how you get the Jenkins? Oh, never mind, then you probably don't get that one to start with. At least he has. Yeah. I love that back in the day, no one really questioned whether it was real or not. And yet later on we found out that it was all just a setup theme. You don't have it? Really? Huh. Fair enough. I thought it was just one of those ones that was just accidentally really easy to get. Because, you know, Farm Elixir for the mount. Mount? Elixir for the mount? Yeah, right. But I suppose not everyone farms mount. Especially not old content mount. There's a remake of a real thing. Ah, okay. Well, there you go. Oh, classic dungeon. Oh, yeah. I don't actually remember where that is. What is it, up the back rock or something? I never really did endgame dungeons in classic WoW. How is this not clean? What is wrong with my railing post? One of them, yeah, it's upper or lower. Fair enough. Well, I know what's wrong with my railing posts. They're dirty. Can I, like... I'm trying so much. I didn't rail it good enough through. Although maybe I railed it... Wait, no. Yes, maybe I did rail it good enough, and that's why it's dirty. There we go. Get him to... Tie him to the railing post. No, not the railing post. Anything but the railing post. At least turn into Mickey. Why are we tying Mickey to the railing post? We all know Mickey would be excited to be tied to the railing post. Clump, 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 clump. It actually feels further away than I... Oop, okay, yeah. Extendo nozzle! Ding for me. Ding for me more. Thank you. Cool. What if I just do like this? This is probably gonna make it harder for these things, isn't it? Not too bad, actually. No! Not the inflation chamber! Okay, where am I missing on some of this? Is it the underside? It is the underside. We good over here? Railing, 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 dirty. Like duck, duck, tooth, but it's railing, railing, dirty. Oh yeah, and this whole side is dirty. Dirty boy! God, I'm old. Oh, my mum found a stack of CDs in a cupboard today and was just like, hey, do you have any need for these blank CDs? It's like, no, not really. I don't think we have a CD player left in the house. So I don't think we'd do anything with this pile of blank CDs. Mickey's Dick Smasher weighs down between two roller coasters? Oh no. That's rather extreme. Oh god, I saw a, I don't even know if it's like a recent thing or what, but, it's a video where someone's drilling two pieces of wood together, and he gets his junk caught between them as he drills them closer to each other. Yeah, that was a fun video to see. I'm glad it didn't show any details, but like, also could be entirely fake because, you know, internet and TikTok. But I'm trying to give benefit of the doubt, you know. I want to believe that this man got his penis stuck between two planks of wood. No, it looked like he was in boxes, to be honest, because it was that loose, but yeah. So all you see is, like, the fold of the boxes going into the thing. But, so as I say, it could be entirely fake, but I want to believe. I believe in aliens and men squishing penises. Internet. Yes, you should always be mindful of your surroundings when using machinery. I know, like, a hand drill isn't necessarily considered machinery, but, like, your penis is in peril. Any tactics? Do they go for the penis? Grab his dick and twist. No! Who trained this honey badger to do this? Yeah, I thought most animals kind of go for, like, neck. Unless you're a Komodo dragon, and then you go for ankles instead of bringing in feet. You, well known for putting out random statements like Komodo dragons are into feet. But it's true! Look it up! Okay, so I'm killing buffalo, but damn it, nature, why? Why did you create the honey badger? Seriously, that thing should not be allowed. You should receive a permanent ban. Honey badger's not allowed. There's stuff on the wall. Let's go with something like a buffalo. It is kind of a large, obvious target. For sure, of course, of course. That's their purpose in life. That's what the angry teeth are for. One day I will remove television from my life. Not like shows and stuff, I'll obviously be watching them online, but like actual television, like that doesn't, I don't need to know what the weather's gonna be unless I'm doing something that is intrinsically tied to the weather, in which case I'll look up what the weather's gonna be. And otherwise it's just like, it's sad. Although I would miss dinner time, what the hell do you call them? Quiz shows. Quiz shows. That's the word. Yes, the word I was struggling to find was quiz show. I am stupid, okay? But yes, I would miss dinner. Oh no, is there an underside here? Kinda. I would miss dinner time quiz shows, but otherwise... Like, you can see why a lot of television companies were freaking out at a certain point, because people just stopped watching them. So there's still plenty of people who watch it somewhere. They don't hunt buffalo as a regular thing, they're too small, those cases are just rare cases. So presumably they were in a desperate situation, as in like desperately hungry, hence the shot in the dick. Okay. Or particularly cruel honey badgers, of course. Or a honey badger with a particular Napoleon complex. I think honey badgers kind of have that anyway, but like particularly bad, they were just like, that big thing over there, I'm gonna chomp it. No, Thomas, don't chomp the buffalo. Gonna chomp it. And then they chomp it, and then he turns into a train. And then a dragon. Reminds me, I wonder what happened to... Big old bag of dicks. I feel like if there's somewhere that does it as a specialty, I might try it sometime. But otherwise, yeah, not really. And I've heard that like testicle ain't great because it has like a weird, you bite in, it's like a gusher. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm good, thanks. That sounds like hell texture, and I don't really want that in my mouth. Always made it. There are companies that do chocolate weenies and bagoo-goos. They also do chocolate buttholes. Actually, yeah, that was something I saw. You can get a chocolate making kit where you can make a mold of your butthole for your partner. And they can eat your chocolate starfish. Who won the... How do you get an entire hill to give something to you? Hank Hill's foot. Hill. My technique is excellent. You are wrong. Wherever you are watching me from, Kevin, you are wrong. My technique is fun. But it is not good. Jet control, 8 out of 10. You know nothing about power. Shut up. Shut up, you numpty. Knowledge of apertures? What the fuck's an aperture? I'm not taking photos. There's no science involved here. Also, how does an entire WoW zone hand you a chocolate dick? I'm gonna keep it separate again. That sounds like a weird outtake from Buffy. It's just like Giles trying to, with a straight face, hand you a chocolate dick. Stance? I'm stanced up, am I? What do you mean, soap discretion? I'm not using soap. Is that a discretion? Okay, let's just shoot some water down this crack here. Oh, that's like the best thing I can get, isn't it? Maybe it'll dribble. But yes, you can get the Clone of Willy kits. Wait, no, those aren't for chocolate. Those are for vibrators. Never mind. Is this dirty? Is the inner wall dirty? No, not really. Okay. Up. God, that's so shiny. Pity I can't slide down this. Pity there isn't a button at the top to, like, produce carpet and I just go... I don't know how I'm moving, but it feels like I'm a wheel made out of a triangle. No, hadump. Just over every corner. Back when the wheel industry was entirely triangle. Would be prisms, wouldn't it? Because they're 3D. Whatever. A weirdly satisfying spray, and I don't know why. Wasn't I playing some of the Halo games at one point? Did I get past Halo 1? I can't remember. On screen. This would have been years ago now. Bullets? I think you mean ball bearings. Nope. Bullets. You love Halo? Have you played, like, all of them? Because I don't think I got past 5. Did not play the later ones, fair enough. I suppose that's what happens when you kind of half-heartedly try and move away from a character, but they didn't succeed, at least as far as I'm aware, right? Like, they tried to get rid of Chief at the end of Halo 3? But then they were just like, well, we've got to make another Halo game, so who's the main character going to be? Well, it's got to be Chief, so they got Halo 4, right? And Halo 4 is the one after a bit of a time skip because of shenanigans. And then they rewrote the lore on what the Forerunners were. I don't know, I was always kind of late to Halo. The only thing I really had with it is that I used to play it with a neighbor who had an Xbox. I didn't. So that's my memory of that. But he was much more into wrestling games, so we didn't play it a huge amount. The Halo, that is. Ugh, dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Also, I got a little annoyed at Halo when I read the first books and then they retconned them completely immediately. They were just like, no, actually these books don't really do the story we want, so Halo 2 is now out and it's completely different. But alright, okay. So why story in books do this? Did you just give some people access to the original IP, like the original Halo 1 story, and then you were just like, alright, write some books, and then they did. Because there's an entire storyline in one of the first books, like the third book, I think? So, yeah, one of the first. Where a couple of Spartans go into, I think it's High Charity, and just absolutely wreck the Covenant. They like nuke High Charity with Cortana making a whole load of electronic clones of herself using Covenant technology. I cast you. No, don't cast me. You'll be able to make a mold with that. No! You'll be able to make more me. You don't want more me. I was watching a video earlier actually about someone had a theory of why Warhammer was one of the few plastic model things that survives even with its crazy prices and stuff like that. And essentially their logic that they went with, whether it's accurate or not, they were asserting that it was, but it's one of those things where someone just asserts they're correct, but then there's no like actual evidence to suggest they are. It's just a reasonable hypothesis. But yeah, their hypothesis was that Games Workshop does so well because the model making, the model designing, the casting, all that stuff is all done in-house. They have their own factories, they have their own studios for all of that stuff, whereas a lot of other companies are using third parties for all of those, so they have to pay extra. Which, that could entirely be the reason that they're able to do what they do. But they didn't show any evidence to prove that that was true, but it's just an interesting idea. You want to play Halo? Well, I have the Master Chief Collection. Play it. You can hit tab periodically, just flick between old and new graphics. just have. Well, there you go. Then you can play with someone else. You've got an extra copy of it. At least, squad. Wow, instead you played Baldur's Gate, like big old weirdos. Okay, we're slowly cleaning this. Okay, clean. What time is it? Okay. Take me like an hour, and this is how clean it looks. Wow, great job, Hugh. Look how much work you've done in an hour. Useless. Man sending me texts like, you're doing a good job. Dude does nothing. Dude owes me like 20 grand for this job. Like, you rolled your Helter Skelter into... I should get hazard pay for this. This is worse than the damn toilet I had to clean. The toilet nightclub that I assume never took off. Can I drop it down? No. I really don't know what the decision making in my brain is to make me choose which parts to clean next. I'm just like, I like that bit now, I'm gonna clean that. I'd be interested to see statistics in this game of which bits people clean first. Like, I never would have done the individual light stuff first if Betty hadn't told me. So I probably would have cleaned the little knobbly blob at the top. The side rail is clean. The knob, yeah, well, you've got to clean your knob. No, not a fan of that. Never mind, I take it back. I take that sentence back. However valid it may be, I take the sentence back. It never happened. Clean so nice. It's like, and then I'm like, and then it goes ding. It's just too satisfying. What? Who are you? New job available, extra cleaning liquid. Ooh. I see you're starting to get out in the world. I need someone with your skill and integrity at my private hangar. You got like a dirigible. Please have a dirigible. Please have it. Shut up, Kevin. Tell me how to improve. I don't need to improve. I'm having fun. You didn't give me a deadline. I'm doing it how I want to. It'll be clean. Fire your jet straight up into the air and let gravity do the rest. I mean, I've tried that. The game doesn't seem to have, like, dripping water physics.
Square hole.
No, don't put me in the square hole! That's not an improvement! Why am I in the square hole? Use a succession of single bursts from point-blank range to significantly reduce water usage. What's it just like... Time and wetness may become a factor. I wonder if some of these texts were, like, added after, like, playtesting. Ba, da, da. Probably put the Helter Skelter in the square hole. It'd have to be a big enough square hole. Just imagine, I'm walking around here and then suddenly just a square, just a big black square appears in the ground and the Helter Skelter just goes, gone. Trying to do my best, trying to clean this thing, do my job, and then I have to explain to Bernard, who's watching the whole thing by the way, but I still have to explain to him, hey, your Helter Skelter got stuck. And not in any sort of good way. Also, it has a creepy face I just hadn't noticed before. Ding, ding, ding. Get. No opening portals to other dimensions when I'm around. Do it when I'm not here. Much better. Lesbonyms? What about lesbonyms? I haven't watched Scott Pilgrim in a while. That's a fun, like, casual movie. I don't know, Kat. That's a little bit too mainstream these days. You need something else to do. To be fair, I fairly often forget that it's like June is like Pride Month because like I don't do anything different. I'm already around enough queer people all the time. I don't need to, like, go out of my way and find more. You guys are definitely enough. Exactly. Oh, it's cleaned the slide. How is the whole slide not the first thing? Maybe it was too hard to like specify slide parts. Like, are these slide parts? Is well, this part of the whole structure is the slide, I suppose. How dare you? I don't plan on watching those again anytime soon, though. They have a reasonable title, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll stay away from that, thanks. I don't need to see the insanity of some British person. Red, green. Ding. Maybe next time the nieces are up, we can go to local reenactment village. I want some sherbet. What's that? Do you want to learn about coal miners and this steam train and this cool big band gazebo? No. I want sherbet. I would like some blue sherbet, please. My tongue needs to be blue and tingly right now. Wedge my power washer gap here. You find it... Why? Because I have a second where I'm like, wait, no, I need to not give too many details. And you know exactly where I'm talking about. Ah, yeah. Good. Well, there's another place nearby that's really nice to go to that has flamingos that I haven't been in a long time. I don't even know if the flamingos are still there. But you used to be able to buy a sack of seeds and just go around the location and feed birds. But I don't know if it's... like, probably still do that, but it's probably like 10 times more expensive than when I used to. But yes, I do try to be a little bit sensible about saying where I live. Not that there's like many people here, but it's just an old habit more than anything else. I think a lot of kids these days don't give a fuck and they just tell everyone all their information. But I'm like, no, I'm good, thanks. I don't need to use my real name for things. I don't need to use my actual identity. I am me. I am Hue. I'm just a little guy. I will Hue all over you. Hue. I'm definitely missing, like, that area. It's been great, but, I mean, what can I do about it? Try. Shit, piss, vomit. Throw a pit. I could do all those things. Except for the vomit. I can't vomit on command. At least as far as I'm aware. Okay. I'm starting to hear the music there for a second. I was like, stop. But yes. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. It's pretty quiet. Wait, my headphones are kind of quieter than they normally are. There we go. I forgot to turn my volume down earlier. I was playing a game that had loud volume and I turned it down. Great story there, right? But instead of like turning the game volume down, I turned my headphones down. I like the idea of that. It's something that some of my family members do when they don't want to talk to people. They'll turn their hearing aids down. And it's just like, alright, cool, I guess. My niece has someone in her class with hearing loss that has hearing aids, and she just takes them out when she doesn't want to talk to people. And I think this is like, yeah, you go there. Great. It's an excellent way to deal with things. It's like, yeah, I'm not talking to you, I can't hear you, sorry. Close your eyes and take out your hearing aid. So someone can't argue with you in sign language, just close your eyes. Does anyone here... I was gonna say speak sign language. Does anyone here know ESL? I did know some at one point, but I've not used it in so long that it's just gone. It's got like completely gone. I've regressed my intelligence very quickly. There's something I was thinking about, actually. Like, is ESL English Sign Language, or is it like European Sign Language? I'm not sure what these stands Do you think it'd be too much to use an enormous catapult at the top to propel my customers down a slide? I don't know why you'd use a catapult for that. That would not succeed. That would just yeet people. You would like your Helter Skelter to be the world's fastest. Okay, change the angle so it's a bit more aggressive, and attach a weight to the thing so it pulls it down faster. Job done. Make sure it's really smooth as well. You gotta polish that, like the absolute shit out of that if you want it to go quickly. And you can probably use mats that are really quick, really smooth as well, so there's less friction. What's that behind you? Oh, is it here? What? Yoink! Someone's $1,000 hearing aid. I don't know how much hearing aids cost. I assume they're expensive. Especially if we're talking in dollars. Although if it's a private purchase, not like a hospital purchase, it might be cheaper. Again, I don't know enough. I know nothing. How did I end up doing this bit? Not like, okay. Some ladder sectioning off parts of it. First tier ring frame. You think the entire body of this Helter Skelter is like a barrel? And these are just the rings around the barrel. I can't remember what they'd be called. Hoops? Barrel hoops? Barrel hoops, and you got the hooper in here. You got the hoops and the barrel. I was up pretty late last night because I was doing some more Marvel Rivals, Blood Hunt, the vampire / zombie mode. And there was someone that I just ended up queuing up with a bunch because they, honestly, they were really bad, and I felt bad for them, so I switched over to my like high-end build and powered them through a few levels. Because once you get to Nightmare 80, I think it is, you can just grind Nightmare 80 for level 60 gear. Anywhere below that, and you're not guaranteed to get level 60, it's like 50, 60, and you'll probably get a lot of level 50 gear just to screw with you. But yeah, so I was just like, yeah, here you go. So I ended up staying up like an hour later than I was planning on it, because of doing that. But you know what it's like, you just like randomly meet someone, you chat, and you're like, alright, cool, I'll just hang around to hang out for, as opposed to, like, I could just go to bed to get any of this interaction happening. I did social things, chat. That's what I'm trying to say, and you should all be congratulating me for being a reasonable social human being on a video game at 2 in the morning. Yeah, the more I think about it, I'm just like, maybe I should be being told off instead. I wonder who decided red and yellow, like red, yellow, and white were like the colors. Because everything is this color, isn't it? It's all the same color scheme. There's a bit of blue over there, which is, you know, standing out from the norm, but They're just the they're the porty colours. The porta-potty. Porta-potty. You gotta use the porta-potty. Is this like a second tier ring frame? Yes. That's exactly the words I was thinking. Get up. Get the dirt that's caked in on the little rim there. I feel like there's got to be a large section that I've still not cleaned of this because of the amount it's still got dirty. What am I doing? Okay, wait. If we unextendo, we can then go like, yep. Okay, and then, yep. We got it? Yeah. I don't know what happened there, but physics is definitely optional in this town. I'm not quite sure why, but it clearly is. I found out there's a store reasonably close to me that does Warhammer. Still a drive away, which kind of sucks. There's like nothing close to me that's like a walk away. But yeah, I might check it out sometime. See if it's got anything good. Like, by anything good, I mean, I suppose, just Warhammer. Like, thinking about it, it's gonna be... It's not an actual Warhammer shop, it's a model shop that sells Warhammer. I don't know if I said Warhammer shop or models, but yeah, it's just your standard minifig shop. But... I don't know. I want to check it out. There we go, the second tier ring frame is clean. I did not need to get up in those crevices, did I? How many of you guys played Power Wash Sim 2? I know some of you have it, I think. But is it like much different than the base game? Does it have like extra mechanics? Or is it all just like new nozzles, maybe some more step ladders or something? Step ladder. There's free soap and very few extra mechanics. Okay, cool. I mean, I think people kind of just wanted more Power Wash Sim, so making more Power Wash Sim is pretty cool. There's like a hub though, isn't there? Like a interactable, walk-aroundable hub. Something like that, right? When I say hub, I mean like a house where you work from, not like a city. Oh, cool. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I really need to get through this game so I can get to that one. I mean, to be fair, I could just leave this game and play Power Wash Sim 2 instead. But, like, why? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Cool. Cleaning. Okay. Okay, we've almost cleaned the whole thing. Getting like that bit of dirt there is going to be a bit more like. Alright, time to say bye to physics. Whoop. Hit. Yeah. Go on, get on the... Come on. There we go. Nope. Move too far away. What the fuck am I doing? What am I doing with my life? When Power Wash Sim has you question reality for a bit. At the underside as well. How did I miss so much from these little rim bits? Alright, is that... It is a ring frame, so it's the whole thing. Hit. 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 Oh, sitting. Damn it! The reason I was up there in the first place was for that little bit there, and now I'm gonna go all the way around, go all the way up here, go around here, around here. Hit. There. Right? That was the important bit, I think. No, it was this bit. Does that mean it was this bit? Come on. Oh no, that bit's done. Oh my god, that bit's done. Okay. Okay, we're at 94%. Do we just the front left? No way there's just the front left. Get out of here. Go on, get. Is it just the horror face? Yeah, I didn't even notice like these marks on the side here. I thought for a second they might be more light bulbs. Obviously they can't have been because the achievement. But it had me worried there for a second that like I was just real goddamn blind. But to be fair, I am. Oh, the stairs are an entire thing. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's just spray. I thought that was cat footprint. Oh, cat had come here and got a pee all over it, but no, it was just spray. Loose spray from the ocean. There was clearly still dirt on this panel. So how do we get it fully cleaned? Oh. Oh, the face hides the truth. Hiya. 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 Slowly sliding. Imagine that I'm squeaking as I'm slowly sliding down the side of this freshly washed plastic thing. Will you? Wait, that's not enough? How is there any left? This second tier panel can suck my nuts. Wait, like seriously, how is... Okay, whatever. Whatever. It can stay a second tier panel forever. I'm surprised the entire stairway isn't red to be like a tongue for this horror face up here, but I suppose the sides kind of meet the same sort of standard, and maybe this sort of metal isn't allowed to be painted? I don't know. I don't know enough about, like, safety standards in a fairground, you know what I mean? Come on, there's so little left that needs to be cleaned. What is wrong with these stairs? Okay. Like here? Just up here? Aha! This underside. God, that was bright. I was staring right at that. This feels like a Santa's workshop kind of sign. As opposed to Kevin Bernard's Helter Skelter. It feels more like a welcome to Lapland, Santa's workshop, elves are here kind of sign. Okay. Also feels very low, but I could be a large horror creature, so I suppose generally they're for kids as well, aren't they? So your sign doesn't need to be that high. Get all up in that mouth. Mouth. Insert into mouth. I didn't even realise the moustache was that colour. Okay. Wait, I saw a tiny bit there, yeah. There we go. Uh-huh. Get the chin. I don't think I can get, like, all the way in. But I can try. We can try and fit all the way in. Ha! Extendo. Dirty eyes. Gross. Well, maybe the dude's just woken up. Maybe it was just a bunch of sleep. Do I need to get it from above as well? Run around the slide. I forgot the word for it, because I was just thinking Helter Skelter, Helter Skelter, Helter Skelter, Helter Skelter, and it's just like, no, slide. Like the penguin from Fight Club, and then the woman from Fight Club. Okay, time to find out what I missed. Oh, a bunch of stuff. I've missed 5 fifth-tier panels. What a loser. That's like all the way up there, though, isn't it? 5th-tier panel, 5th-tier panel, 5th-tier panel, 5th-tier panel, 5th-tier panel. We got that one. Oh yeah, I see what I missed there. So is it all of those? Yeah, I got one of them. Okay, we don't want the extender nozzle, do we? We want the... Okay, cool. Get on them light bulbs. Vibrate my way up the side of this Helter Skelter. You can't stop me. I will vibrate my way up here. Ricky Gervais in that one movie, Stardust, because his voice taken and he just goes for like the rest of his parts in the movie, which isn't many, but you know. Ow. Because Ricky Gervais's parts in movies tend to be very small because, you know, he's just a comedian. Okay, is that all the 5th-tier panels? It is. Cool. We're missing a railing. Okay. Oh, the railings are up top, weren't they? Yeah, these are the railings. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Where is the dirt? Show me the dirt. Okay. Presumably it's on the outside, which is gonna suck to try and get a good angle. Oh, we got the post. Oh, it is on the outside. It's like all of the outside. Yeah, I'll hit it at some point, right? Yes. Yes, I will, apparently. Aggressively wiggle at it and I can get it done. Okay. That is a slide frame, apparently. How? There's like zero dirt there. Is the other side attached? Is that the problem? Oh. It is. Oh, okay. Makes it a little easier on me. Like staring into the sky like, ah. That's what I missed. Oh, I'm bad at this. I don't think that one's glowing, actually. See, that helped. Cool. Was this one flashing? It is. Okay, that was the frames. Supports are presumably these under ones, right? Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay, and what else? Oh, just the second tier panel. Alright. Second tier. It's this one. It's this one. I was looking for the dirt, though. Where's the dirt? There. God. Screw you, Bernard. Kevin Bernard. Screw you. Break all your light bulbs. I'll smash your light bulbs. Alright, we did it. Do we get, like, little bits of the horror creature floating? I just realised the scaffold doesn't show up. So, yes, you would get little bits of the horror creature floating. We did it! That bit there still looks dirty. An accomplished display of pressure washing. Well done. My Helter Skelter is undisputedly the tallest and arguably cleanest ride at the carnival, so therefore it's best. A team of inspectors has thus far failed to detect any residual deposits. Congratulations, 7.5 out of 10? Didn't you give me more than 8 on all the things you gave me? 8, 9, 8.5, 9.3. So how did that get down to a 7.5? Tell me that. Or is your rating system just bullshit and I hate you? A private jet. Okay, I'm not getting a private jet done quickly, am I? How many have we done? How much have we got left to do? What do you think? That's like a third left? What are the bonus jobs? Odd jobs, smoking in files. The later levels get bigger. Okay. Clean the Mars rover? Clean the gnomes? The gnoblins? Food truck, satellite dish, solar station. Paintball arena, that's fun. Spanish villa that they just happen to have in the town, an excavator. An aquarium? Okay. Submarine. I don't think I'm going to be doing any of these, not going to lie. Oh, okay. The dessert parlor, and we don't have that, that's fine. That's fine, I don't need to have it. Okay. Yeah, some of them have been really quick, like the penny farthing out of nowhere was really such a short job, whereas there, that was, I mean, it was for $10 as well. It took longer than $10 worth, but this person's riding a penny farthing, so they don't know how far $10 goes. And some of them were fine. Like the dirt bike was pretty quick. I felt like the park was actually quite slow, because I think I had Cat's help on that one. Or didn't have Benny's help on one of them as well, because there was a penis involved. But the vehicles tend to be faster because of the limited size of a vehicle. But I do feel like a private jet is probably going to take a little while, just a tad. I'm higher than I thought I was. Yeah, too many brownies. What's the specials? Oh yeah, that's this. Do we have any of these? Benny, do we have any of these? Why is Shrek's head an egg? Skipped an entire power washer. Morrison Gromit, Shrek, and SpongeBob. You don't have Warhammer? Terrible. Although that's newish, isn't it? No, wait. I can click it. They got a Land Raider? That's it? That's all the Warhammer has? A Land Raider? Oh no, there's definitely clearly other stuff there. Maybe that's free? Oh, maybe they have free stuff and then, like, paid stuff as part of it as well. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I could also just click on Power Wash Sid myself and see what it tells me, couldn't I? Oh, according to this, yeah. What is that? Alice, Back to the Future, Power Warhammer, Halloween special. Yeah, I'm assuming some of them are free if you didn't know you had them. The specials are free. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I kind of want to go play WoW. Yeah, I mean, I think, honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this in an hour. I've encountered a few issues with my private jet. Comes from flying too close to the sun, or in this case, a volcano, and the ocean. Oh, great, excellent. What is this? Oh, you bent one of your landing gear. Is that what that is? Or does your private jet have a penis? After your application and discretion with my excavation drill. Oh, I know you're exactly who I want on the job. As you'll discover, my jet is not without its idiosyncrasies. I trust you to use your usual discreet self. Okay, so it does have a penis. This man fugs jets. Good to know. Let's see if there's something here that's, like, less obvious. Anti-gravity boosters. Okay. Okay, maybe it's not a penis. What do you mean anti-gravity boosters? Is that just the engines? Is he calling the engines anti-gravity boosters? Do I have? If I click here, messages. Oh, so it's not the same person? It says my drill, but the messages are just this. Or maybe it's just relevant messages, maybe? Anyway. Yeah, I'm definitely not cleaning any of this in an hour, so I am going to wrap up there. What day is it today? It is... Okay. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow at 7 PM. BST, as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the slightly shorter stream. I hope you had a good time. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your night. I will see you later. Goodbye.